And the Salt Lake Bees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Jose Alvarez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Steve Big Dog will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
See it, drive it. Look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Chopped weakly to the left. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Batting 8, first baseman.
So stepping in, number 7, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, let it fly.
1-0.
Hey, get your pitch.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Hey, let it fly, let it fly.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, here's a check of the Salt Lake defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Tom Murphy will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
From the stretch, here's
all
the
right,
pitch.
here we go.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Steve Big Dog will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Steve Big Dog.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To short, hit hard. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Steve Big Dog will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play.
Like you can
sometimes that's half the battle.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Nava on the move. 2 down. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Albuquerque Isotopes and the Salt Lake Bees. Stepping in, Steve Big Dog, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you got to be careful with him hitting right-handed where he has far more power.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the...
TGI. He leads the entire National League in runs batted in. Heading into today, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 14.5 out of first. The Braves are in 1st place in the NL East. They own a 2.5 game advantage. The Miami Marlins brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-7. Right.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Steve Stoner will be in the glow, and everybody's been talking about the perfecto he tossed a few days ago, so today everybody's anxious to see what his encore will be.
Yeah, and it was such a thrill to watch him make baseball history with that perfect game. I mean, it's just such an amazingly difficult thing to do, and he did it in such dominant fashion. I mean, I know that it's sort of obvious, but really, there's not another word that I can think of that describes him on that day better than dominant. But after all the emotions and excitement he's dealt with this week, it'll be interesting to see how focused and ready he is in this one. Should be a fun one to watch.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. In series between the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, it seemed like he had that block again. Could not get through the 5th inning, and he ended up taking the loss because of it.
Xander Bogaerts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
Nobody out here, nobody.
curveball, and that misses in the dirt.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so they're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing, and he pops it up over toward foul territory.
I go!
A quick out number 1. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are a few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez.
One down.
His on-base percentage over the last 10 games is over 500. He's been absolutely on fire at the plate, so they're going to have to be very careful about how they approach it.
Here we go.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Got a lot of it out to deep left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the great shortstops in the game, especially when you're talking about athleticism, Francisco Lindor. What he does just amazes every time out. We'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Mookie Betts will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well.
You got it.
Especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble, but hangs on, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. It's the Indians 1 and the Red Sox nothing.
Hey,
leading off the inning, Travis Shaw, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Travis Shaw.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Here we go right now, fellas, right now.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. The average sitting at .292 here to start play. 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in.
1 ball, 1
swing
strike.
and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about his strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Standing in now, Rusney Castillo. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Fellas.
He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs, 27 driven in. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in. He drove in 1 of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ain't nobody out now.
Hey, come on now.
And that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole. 0-2. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him is he's currently leading the American League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
Luis Carrasco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
1 down.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Hit to third. Urshela takes it in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9th, third baseman,
Brock Holt will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
Hey, 2 outs, huh?
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Leading off the inning, Xander Bogaerts, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
1-2.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
We got no one.
Still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And here's the 4-pitch sequence again on show track. You'll notice it's all hard stuff early in the count. First 3 pitches, then he pulls the string on him here on pitch number 4, and down he goes.
Hey, one away, one away.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout, out number 2.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
2 down here.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And Loney will put this one away without trouble, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Travis Shaw comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Hey, we got no one here.
Like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Inside.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. This one's flared out toward left. Brantley moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. He's really been a difference maker on the mound. He attacks the strike zone and is using all of his pitches very effectively. Just one of those guys that's really fun to watch doing his thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dustin Pedroia is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Ready on 1-2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Rusney Castillo digs in with his team still looking.
Haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early.
Hey, come on, guys.
We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Called strike 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Luis Carrasco.
Come on, guys.
Luis Carrasco stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he lays off there, 1-0.
We got 1 out here.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Pitch swung on and hit in the air.
You, go.
Maben there to put it away for out number 2.
Now batting,
Brock
third
Holt
baseman,
stands in. He's
Brock
0 for 1 after grounding out. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Here we go, guys.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no...
And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 4-0. Leading off the inning, Xander Bogaerts, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Still no hits on the board for these guys, and we are seeing some great pitching in this one.
Hey, nobody away.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Stay ahead,
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on the defense to make a play in a game like this.
Two down
Everything's
here.
magnified at this point, so that's a really good job to stay with this ball and make the play.
All right, come on now.
Is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
That seems to fit the pattern.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. Travis Shaw will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Put him away.
Swing and a
Give me your
miss,
best
and he's
pitch right
in
here. Here we go now.
0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there, and it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Dustin Pedroia stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, yeah, it never feels good to go down on strikes.
Hey, we got one out here.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
It's just so hard to sit curveball when the pitch before is 96. It's almost a situation where you have to guess one pitch and hope you guess right.
That's mine. That's mine.
Brantley is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
2 down, 2 down.
The windup and the 0-1.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against
Plays
your
at 1
batting
now.
average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Hey, nobody out now.
High strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just calling because he's done a heck of a job also.
That ball's foul.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley is under it. 1 out.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through.
Hey, one away.
Celebration time.
Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. strike three. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Hey, get ahead right here.
Brock Holt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
Yeah, we got 2 down.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
But that is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else could you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.